Welcome to Character Select. My name is Dave, and this, you can't quite see it because my face is in the way, is Phantom Doctrine. This is a game that came out just a couple of weeks ago, depending on when this goes up. Came out in August. It basically billed itself as a tactical XCOM spy thriller, which I've put about 40 hours into this game since it released. And I can say definitively that that is a terrible way of describing this game. This is not an XCOM tactical spy game. This is a spy game with tactical elements that is similar to XCOM, and there's a very big difference there. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do a whole series on this because this game is long, and this game is hard. Very, very, very hard, but we'll see how far we get. So, we will enable the tutorial. We'll leave all the subtitles on. We're playing on easy because medium is difficult and hard is insane. There is an extended version of the game where you can play a more in-depth version of the story and get to the bottom of things, but you have to unlock that by finishing the game at least once, which I haven't done yet, and I've put 40 hours into it. You can choose to play as the CIA, a CIA agent, or a KGB agent, and then you can play through at least one playthrough to unlock this background, which I don't know what that is. So it's basically a different way of going through Chapter 1. But we are going to play as the KGB because I haven't done that yet. I've only ever played as CIA. So, let's play as a female KGB agent, because that seems interesting. This game is actually set in the early 80s, which is interesting to have that touchstone, because a lot of historical events happen that influence what happens in the story, and it's super interesting. Anna Kuryakin, Sophia Kuryakin. Cool. So let's see. You can customize your character. It's super not necessary to do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play a male agent. I haven't done a male agent yet. Hey, that looks almost exactly like me, except better beard. Damn it. Damn, that looks closer. I do have a cursor, okay. Oh, there goes my shoulder. Well, hello, shoulder. What is your problem today? Okay, we'll go with this tall drink of water here. No, we'll go with this one. Alright. Ivan Ivanov. Alright. Mikhail Vasiliev. Cool. I am a pale, pasty bastard. I have kind of greenish eyes. I'm definitely not athletic. Stocky is the correct word, but I'll just go with average. If I was a secret agent, I'd probably be average. Bogart, that's pretty accurate. Full beard, nah. Sideburns and mustache, half goatee, clean shaven, mustache, overgrown soul patch, goatee, there we go. I do have dark brown hair, why do you ask? Clothes. So if I'm gonna be a secret agent, I'm gonna fucking play the part, my friends. By being a G. Look at that fucking G. Yes. But it's always important to make sure that you never leave fingerprints. And we will wear some hiking boots. Headwear? We could get a fabulous chapeau. Look at that fucking chapeau. But this is the 80s. This is not the day. This is long past the time when anybody would actually, you know, wear a hat. The glasses are ugly because 80s. But we will get an earpiece. See? We got an earpiece. Makes sense, right? Scars. Do I have a scar? Are there any good scars? Ouch. Ouch. Okay. I don't have any tats, so let's start. So yeah, I've never played the KGB version. The events you're about to see may have been buried or covered up. Those with traceable records have been marked with the specific date they occurred on. Verify at your own risk, but trust no one. We're going to play with the tutorial because the tutorial introduces some story elements. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to make a full playthrough of this because it is extremely difficult. But... okay. CS Marquis, eh?
This is Golf Yankee Juliet uniform. Reporting contraband seized.
Understood. Break off patrol. Head back to base.
Товарищ, HMS Conqueror нарушил радиомолчание.
Что? Показать расшифровку. Побыстрее. Немедленно послать в Москву. Немедленно.
We got intel from Vladivostok. It's big, Steve.
Langley seen it yet?
No. Should they?
Hell yeah, but use the network. We don't want anyone listening in.
First the British.
MI6 sees Marquis in cargo. ETA in UK unknown.
Anyone else you wanted to involve in our plans?
I am handling it, Valhalla. Get out. Both of you.
Your incompetence has exposed us. Now Iceberg is in jeopardy.
Doing all of this in the open was your idea.
True. It was a simple plan that any fool could have executed. And you failed.
Gentlemen, this problem is easily solved.
Oh god.
Traitors.
Now, don't shout. It's bad for your heart.
Seriously, stop texting me already. Well, that guy's dead. Not sure what the hell that was all about, but we'll find out. Tutorial Operation Threshold. High-value cargo hijacked by British Agent Kingfish to redeploy in UK, run recovery ops. Phase 1, enter British sector in FRG, collect necessary forms from secured location, activate sleeper asset Rook, further orders to be disclosed in due course. Handler Valhalla. So welcome to East Berlin. Yeah, this is before the Berlin Wall came down, which... I'm old enough to remember when that happened, but I only remember seeing disjointed bits and pieces on TV. But that was in the late 80s.
You have a good reason for pulling me off that RAF gig.
Absolutely. This operation is crucial to Project Iceberg.
Why are you even talking to me? You're taking an awful risk.
Nonsense. They may be expecting defectors, but not the kind of hardware you're carrying.
Ihre Papiere bitte.
Well, whoa, that is some guns. I'm sorry, you can't just shoot a guy at a fucking DDR checkpoint and walk away. It's not how that shit works. Alright, guards will only react if you do something suspicious.
Are you familiar with it?
Who could forget that handsome face?
Haben Sie etwas zu verzollen?
Most actions cost action points. Some action, especially combat related, also cost fire points. So when all your agent skills are depleted, to end your turn. So this is the tactical screen. This is the second most important screen in the game. Be extra careful when entering a restricted area. If a guard sees you, he'll call an alarm. So right now we're fine. We're just walking. Nobody cares. So this guy is actually going to move down that way. Cool.
Who is this Agent Kodiak your file spoke about?
Some KGB overachiever. I have no idea where they're digging up those zealots.
Poverty digs them up for them.
So remember, my character's codename is Kodiak. If you play as CEA, your codename is Deadpan. Avoid cameras. They will trigger the alarm if you cross their cone of vision. Cameras can be disabled if you find a CCTV central unit.
Deal with the security quietly. We don't want unnecessary trouble.
Thank you. I can handle myself.
I'm Kingfish. I'm a Heisenberg ripoff. Boop, 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 boop. Enemy agent located. He is our. This one is our sleeper agents. Ability, control phrase, confirm. He's on my side now. Do. What's up?
Will do.
Punch. All characters have a certain level of awareness. It is used by select actions, e.g. takedown. In combat, awareness allows agents to dodge when shot at, effectively reducing received damage. Awareness regenerates every turn and it can be raised by abilities and items. Use Spotter to lift the fog of war. This is a support unit. We'll find out more about those later. Skip that. Hey, there's 2 people in there, so we need to move somebody here.
Located the documents, but we'll have to breach the room.
Don't worry. I'll clean the mess after you.
Breach in here. Breach is basically move in and shoot at anybody that you see to take them by surprise. It automatically takes you from infiltration to combat phase unless you are using suppressed weapons, which is cool as shit. There's a lot of really cool things happening in this game. Alright, so grab the docs.
We've got the customs papers.
Good. Head to the evac zone. The driver will take you directly to Glasgow.
You always have to evac at the end of a mission. Always, always, always. But it doesn't show up right away. So you have to plan for it for when you want it to show up. I need you to actually overwatch over here. Which is super interesting. And if you call it too early, then additional bad things can happen, which I'll explain in just a moment. Hey, buddy. You're dead. Hey, buddy. You're dead. Oof. A lot of blood on that one. Cover reduces incoming damage. You can use the full auto attack, which will suppress the enemy, practically removing their awareness. Phantom Doctrine has no random chance to hit, but attacks can either deal maximum damage or minimum damage. Targets automatically dodge incoming attacks provided they aren't at point-blank range. Dodging costs awareness. A dodged attack deals minimum damage, else maximum damage. Damage, the maximum and minimum that you can inflict, is further reduced by target armor and cover. At the start of infiltration at the beginning of combat, enemy awareness is always at 0, except for enemy agents who start with full awareness. So if you shoot at somebody, you're guaranteed to hit them, but you might not do any damage if you don't fire enough bullets. And that's why it's not like XCOM at all. It's similar to. Weapons are powerful enough to land devastating headshots, but cost awareness. Enter. So this is less a game about chess with randomness than it is a game of true chess. Getting your people into the right positions will guarantee a certain amount of damage. So, here comes the evac. Oh my god! Oh, it's driving so fast! Not suspicious at all. When the evac compromise timer elapses, you will incur a danger penalty upon conclusion of the mission. Note, however, that it does not affect mission success or failure. Danger is something that'll come up on the tactical map. Whoop. Boop, 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 boo. Thunk. Whee! And we successfully escaped. That's the tactical phase of the game. There's a lot more to it, especially when you get other options, but Executive Order UA-426. Like I said, I've never done this. Agent Yukon divulged secret information to the Americans. His arrest warrant was signed Patriot and accompanied by codes with the highest level of clearance, so someone important in Moscow must consider his crimes very serious. As an offer of the Space Forces Directorate, GUKOS, Yukon will be handled by the local KGB counterintelligence unit. 2 months later. Oh, interesting. When you're playing as CEI, it goes 6 weeks before. Vladivostok, USSR.
Почему ты его просто не арестуешь?
Хочу увидеть, кто еще появится.
Наверное, ГРУ уже на месте.
Про Волка речь.
Что
Hey, Gru.
Милиционеры только что вбежали в здание. Не могу больше говорить.
God, I'm fabulous looking.
Не думаю, что эти менты здесь официально.
I don't think these dogs are here officially. Neither do I. Expect them to shoot you on sight. We'll try not to make it too messy. Too much paperwork. Okay, so we need to get to here. That's a civvy. No big deal. There's no trespassing going on, so that's helpful. Theremin. Will survive and normally fatal hit and replenish awareness. Okay, so the other thing you have to be keeping an eye out for on all of these missions is secret documents and gear stashes, which are around. I just don't know where they are. So that's trespassing. So that's trespassing, and that will set off an alarm because it's within range of those cameras. So, how do I... Oh, I can just go in the other fucking door. Hello, madame.
Yeah, they'll be here any minute now.
This game uses the most direct path. But does not care if you are doing something that looks super weird. So if you have to go on a direct path through a window, that's fine. Nobody gives a shit as long as you're not doing anything else suspicious, like shooting people. So KGB and Gru, yep, see, he just walks right through that window like it ain't no thing. Jesus Christ. Hello? Okay. Ah, gear stash. Excellent. So if we open this door, that's trespassing. And because there's a civilian right there, I'll get spotted. Shit. Shit. Are you moving? No, you're not. Okay. Hello? There's another camera in there, so we gotta wait until the cameras are disabled. You will be moving down and probably looking in that doorway. Okay. So, KGB and GRU are two separate versions of the same thing. KGB is the civilian spy agency in the USSR, and GRU is the military intelligence version. The equivalents in the US would be the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, and the CIA. Yeah. Son of a fucking... You stupid fucking civvy!
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Fucking waste of goddamn space. Dude. Thunk. Alright, guess we're waiting. You better fucking move, I swear to God. So the goal of the tactical level is not to get into a firefight, although firefights are a good way of increasing your experience. A firefight is a bad situation because no matter what happens, you can and will always be under attack because they will spawn reinforcements. They may call in a helicopter gunship to fuck you up. There's all kinds of bad news that can happen when you get discovered and go into combat. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but for the most part, you want to avoid it. Ooh, a pistol suppressor. I'm gonna have Indigo. Fuck. God damn it. That's bullshit. Forgot about the camera. I told you, this game is hard, and if you make a single mistake, everything gets much, much harder. Most missions enable you to evacuate without completing the main objective. If you get to a mission and you get enough to justify you moving on, then fucking do it. Don't stick around. Alright. Everything is evidence. Open this and get a bulletproof vest and some light armor. Cool. Alright, now I can go upstairs. Anything in here? From what I understand about the Soviet Union, GRU and KGB did not get along at all. He might see me. Soviet Militia. Who gave us the lead on the traitor? Patriot? Correct. With the highest clearance as usual. But you don't know anything about him? Or her. No, nothing solid. Let's just hope it's not a trap. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Outside of sight range, thank God. When you're playing as CIA, the first mission has you in disguise, which makes things a shit ton easier. Because nobody cares where you go as long as you don't do anything suspicious. Take a picture of that restricted document. So every mission has a certain amount of loot, and you can't see it. Certain amount of loot and a certain amount of classified docs. Ideally, you want to get everything. Realistically, sometimes you can't. That's a dark room. That's a big-ass dark room. Holy shit. Okay. Indigo, I want you to actually open this tube. Open this door? Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So now go up. No, don't go upstairs. That would end poorly. There's that militia man up there. Take a break over there. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything in this room, so let's have you go over here. And maybe you can keep an eye on that. Nope. Well, maybe. Depends on where he moves to. There he is. So they're saying nobody... Don't look in the windows, thank you. So they don't want anybody to approach the stairs, but because I'm not technically approaching the stairs, he doesn't care. But we do have a small window of opportunity here. Because he's turning around and going back in a second. Hello? Cool. So that gets her upstairs. Theremin is stuck. Kodiak. Alright, if you're turning around and going back, I think I can do this. Find out in a second. Oh shit. Don't turn around. I don't want to see her. Don't want you to see my heart breaking. Okay, good. Alright. So this is kind of cool. Doop, 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 doop. So, taking somebody down costs a fire point. At the start of the game, you have 2 action points and a fire point. So down he goes. Disposing a body takes also a fire point. But if you have 2 people working together, that body never existed. See ya.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'll do what I want. Hello? Oh, another secret document. Take a picture. It'll last longer. The reason that you don't take documents is because in real-life spy work, the idea is to make sure that nobody knows you're there. Nobody knows you've been there. If you successfully infiltrate, then you don't leave... Not only do you not leave any corpses, you also don't leave any witnesses or any evidence. So you take pictures. Granted, we're looting shit, and that's obviously not conducive to making it so that people don't know we're there, but at the same time, you know, it's a game. You gotta do something there. But taking pictures is 100% a legitimate thing. Hello? Alright, that's a useless room. Cool.
Jeez, I thought it was somebody else.
Why does everybody have the fucking French Dow? I hate the Dow. All the game, most of the guns in the game have also been renamed. The VZ61 is an actual thing. It's a Scorpion. But there's things like there's a BM, which is actually an M14. The M16 is a proper name because it's a military designation. There's a TKB, which is actually a bullpup gun, which I feel like it existed at some point, but I don't actually know when. Let's see if we can see that guy. Nope. I don't have any spotters. Okay. Now remember, if anybody spots me, then they're going to sound an alarm, because I'm trespassing. Can't see anything. So he's up there, but I don't know where. That's troubling. There he is. Okay. I think I can take you out like trout. So one reason why this game is super hard is the takedown ability on normal or hard difficulty only works on enemies that have equal to or less than the same amount of HP that you do at the moment. Which doesn't sound like a big deal until you go up against enemy agents, which are the most valuable things to take down and capture. And they have one more point of health than you do, and the only way to reduce their health is to shoot them with an unsilenced gun, or shoot them at all, which sets off an alarm. Super frustrating. I understand why they did it, and it's definitely it definitely makes things more difficult, but it's also one of those things that's super frustrating until you find ways to increase your HP properly. Alright, so there's still stuff to grab. At least one classified document and one gear. So let's see if we can't find that. Also, the soundtrack, if you like fucking smooth jazz trumpets, this game is a delight. But this game definitely leans very heavily in the realm of spy fiction. So if you like spy fiction, you will probably like this game. There's the other secret dock.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'll do what I want. Quiet down. Could be in there. Could be over here. So let's go over here first. But yes, I've restarted this game so many times because it is so difficult. And not even just difficult on the tactical layer. Like, losing an agent is expensive, but it's definitely not the end of the world. It's on the strategic layer, you can get buried very quickly in obligations if you don't take the right actions. And a click. Top secret documents. Move back here. Scout out the other side of the room. Oh.
Мы нашли Юкона. Он мертв.
Somebody's tying up loose ends. Maybe the dossier is still intact. Follow the blood trail. So, from what I understand, he was selling secrets to somebody, and we want to stop that from happening. Okay, so the blood trail goes out here, over to... Oh, we walked right past it, Indigo. You got the files Yukon sent to the Americans. Sloppy work, crew. Get out of there now. There might be reinforcements. Okay, so we need to go down a floor. So back to the central staircase. Smell that? Gas. They're torching the place. Don't stay too long. That's bad news.
Don't sneak up on me like that. Hurry up. They'll be here any minute now.
Well, they're gonna explode the place any minute now. Hurry your fucking ass up. The CIA version actually has you trying to track down who sold nuclear secrets to Pakistan, which is an actual thing that happened in the 80s. Nobody wanted hi, buddy. Never mind. Don't worry about me. Nobody wanted the Pakistan people to have nuclear weapons, but they got them somehow. This game posits one way that could have happened, but... Dude. Discreet. Jesus. Alright, Theremin, get your ass over here. And this game actually does make going up and down take more movement than just a walk. So, don't turn around. Do not turn around, you son of a bitch. Okay. But evac doesn't get compromised as long as you're not in combat, because nobody knows you're there. So. In the CIA version, if you want to get all the intel, then you have to break infiltration. Which is annoying. Alright. Cool. We received orders to arrest Agent Yukon for selling classified material to American intelligence. Unfortunately, a group of militia mercenaries beat us to the scene and killed the culprit before we could get to him. We need to find out who hired the militia and was so valuable that these materials... What was so valuable about these materials that someone decided to kill Yukon for it? Space Warfare Docs, new agent candidate. So this is actually an M4 with folding stock, but they call it a BM. Pistol suppressor, light armor, which is openly hostile. Keep looking at the camera over here, but it's over here. And bulletproof vests, which are not. So yeah. I'm carrying a big fucking gun. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ. These policemen shouldn't have been there. Did Patriot set us up? Or did he want us to get there ahead of them? Wouldn't count on it. Pay a visit to the local police. They might tell you who hired our friends. Might? No, they'll tell me. One way or another. Okay, so this is the base. It's hidden in a location, which is cool. But you can go to crew quarters. These are all the agents. You have way more agents than you start the game with than you have in the mission, because missions are limited, but yeah. Perks, you get you choose 4 random perks when you level up. You have to choose one. Perks are permanent. I'm going to go with improves reload times, because you're using a Scorpion, which has a bullshit magazine. Theremin, Kirill Sokolov. Okay, so this is the cool thing. You can see everybody's backgrounds and backgrounds actually have an effect. So Indigo used to be an agent for the Stasi before she was recruited into my association. The Stasi, of course, being the German secret police. Spetsnaz, which is Russian special forces. A U.S. Navy SEAL apparently must have come across the fucking the Iron Curtain. IRA, Irish Republican Army. GBU. I don't know what GBU is. Might be Swedish, so that would make that a Swedish unit. Freelance means they don't have anybody that they're working with. KGB, which is obvious. We can hire people, but you have to reveal agents in order to hire them. Gladio is, I believe, a quote-unquote terrorist organization, but I could be wrong about that because I haven't looked it up. But we're going to hire you. So a lot of stuff to go over here. Danger is your exposure. The higher your level of danger, the more likely that somebody is going to raid your safe house. If it gets all the way to the top, you have to move your safe house in order to reduce your danger. And moving your safe house is the most expensive thing in the game. It costs at least $2,500. If you don't have enough money for that, then you get a shitty safe house that has danger mostly filled up already. Hiring people actually increases your danger, which makes sense. People are watching. People are always watching. I don't really care what your proficiencies are. I need more people. So let's get you a perk. Bonus XP, Overwatch Field, faster movement. That looks good. You need some training. How are you Spetsnaz and don't have any training? Let's give you contact tactics. Yeah, let's give you contact tactics. So proficiencies, which you can see by these little things, are granted by your background as well as your trainings. Proficiencies allow you to modify weapons. So if you are not proficient in a pistol and you want to put a suppressor on it, tough. You can't do it. What do I have proficiency in? The TT, which I don't have any, of fucking course. And a Sparrow. I do get a new perk, though. Fearless. Quick recovery is probably going to be the best. Interrupt talent, body engineering talent. Okay, so that's crew quarters. Infirmary is where people go to heal. That's it. Workshop is where you build new gear. You can build lockpicks, you can build flashbangs, you unlock more as the game goes on, and you can build expansions to your base. So, Forger Facility, which gives you cash forging, character customization, and identity, improved real estate contacts, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go with this immediately because the ability to get more money is amazingly useful. But yeah, you can send somebody to craft stuff. I'm actually going to have you craft some lockpicks, even though it costs money. And you can see what's going on here. Analytics is my favorite part of the game. So you can move your hideout here, but we can't do that yet because there's no reason to. But most importantly, you have the investigation board. Investigation board is, we have this document. This document says, on a recent infiltration of the KGB safe house in Redacted was pretty fruitless, save for one interesting bit of documentation. Test results of a recoilless 20mm cannon with several features described as designed or modified for use in vacuum and low gravity. I've talked with our man in Belvedere but got no new information. Should we put up the idea of mounting unguided missiles on space shuttles? If Soviets can shoot our satellites out of the sky, I'd say we repay them in kind. What the hell is Belvedere? We don't know. I'm just going to back out of this so that tooltip goes away. Thank you. So, we need to find out what Belvedere is. And to do that, we get pieces of intel that have keywords on them. So, Swordsman connects to Swordsman. Union Jack connects to Union Jack. That's all we've got so far. This, you have to look at it and review it. Those agents from Mercury 8, that's interesting. You told me to look after getting ideas. They brought in 65 kilograms of explosives from Vienna and dug up one of the emergency weapon caches. I think Big Daddy is bored. We trained them to fight the commies and the invasion never came. So, talk to our man in Belvedere. We need to find out what Belvedere is. That's the whole reason that we're doing this. So this connects to Vienna. Basically, we need to find a code word that translates all the way through from Belvedere to a specific place, and that tells us what Belvedere is. And that's how you find out more information. Unlocking or finishing these investigations, which requires that you collect intel. This one needs 4. Finishing these investigations gives you more stuff. It unlocks things for you to manufacture. It unlocks new agents to hire. It uncovers enemy cell locations, things like that. It's really cool. Managing your espionage network is all about deciding who goes where when. Enemy agents are conducting operations with more or less dire consequences. Your job is to find them, assess the danger, and decide whether to stop them or conserve your resources. Every job and every assignment takes time to complete. While you are in hideout, time is paused. You can only activate it from the world map screen. When time flows, your agents and jobs progress, but so does enemy activity. So, we can go anywhere in Russia. For some reason, we're in fucking Khabarovsk. I thought we would be in Moscow, but I guess not. Unless otherwise specified, enemy activity that is significant to the storyline has no time limit and can be acted upon at your discretion. Thus, you can explore the story of your game at your own pace. Technically true, but there are eventually points where you want to move forward because you are being restricted by not having enough. So this is going to take 10 hours and require 2 people. I will go, and Valley, you're new. You can come with me. So we send them by plane, and there we go. Over time, suspicious activity signals appear around the world. They may be enemy operations, friendly informers, additional hideout candidates, or just harmless false positives. The only way you can find out is by sending somebody to investigate. That is enemy recon. As enemy activity progresses, your options to deal with it become more and more limited. It pays to investigate enemy activity as soon as possible. Your final option is to foil enemy plans, is to launch a tactical mission. You can do it right until the enemy activity is over. Conspiracy scouts, this person is reconning, increase danger. The closer they are to your hideout, the greater their impact. In addition, any Cabal agents present at the location will have their identities compromised. An agent whose identity is compromised, this took me forever to figure out, travels slower and is more likely to be ambushed. So I don't particularly want to assault this, I just want to interrupt it. So that is what I will do. We'll send 2 people to interrupt it. Interrupting basically means it doesn't happen. You don't get a chance to hit those agents, but they don't get a chance to finish their mission. It's too early for us to go on another tactical mission here. Alright, so now that we've unlocked forging, let's go to the forger. Blah. And this is one of the most important things to build because this is the only way to get new identities. If somebody's ID is compromised and they're traveling slow or have a higher risk of being ambushed, you have to go to the forger facility and get them a new ID at $500. Orange, I want you to forge me some cash, please. Thank you. That increases our income flow. The most important thing to do at the beginning of the game is get as much money as you can. As much money as you can. The militia chief vanished, arrested for possession of unregistered foreign currency. Despite his replacement's efforts to dismiss us, we still made him give up the confiscated currency, and we got the name of the arrestee, Uglov. Cool. Free money? Pause. Okay. So foreign currency. Only need 1 person on this, so I'll do that. And now we need to get people looking at these leads. There are 2 known enemy agents. So with an enemy agent, all you know about them is their name. If you want to find out more about them, you have to find out what they're actually doing and expose agents and stuff like that. Alright, so you're done. So there was nothing in Irkutsk, so let's go over here. Hostile agents' assets withdrew to safety. There's nothing in Novosibirsk, so let's send you from there. And have you two... Nope, sorry, have you two return to base. The chief of Vladivostok militia, who has suddenly been found guilty of accepting bribes in foreign currency, has been located in one of our labor camps. Our status alone should enable us to interrogate the suspect, find out who hired him and his men on that fateful night. Cool, I'm working on that. Oh, no, he's over here in Vorkuta. So, hey, you guys need to go out. Cool. Whee! As suspected, no trace of the currency in the official system. We're not dealing with amateurs, that's for sure. Secret documents or secrets are shorthand for valuable information. Investigation board intel, crafting blueprints, and many more. Secret documents are usually obtained through informers, by finding them on missions, and by solving files on the investigation board. Especially the latter option rewards you with some of the best secrets out there. So, we infiltrated the enemy cell in Vladivostok, and we found out that Doctor has a covert ops talent. Cool. So if we ever train him in covert ops, it takes less money and takes less time. So that's helpful. Also, I appreciate the fact that I have an Agent Orange. That's funny to me. Vorkuta, go. I will head back to base. So this is an informer. They provide valuable information about anything. They can give you secret documents, they can unlock blueprints, they can reveal new agents to hire, or they can reveal information about the enemy. But as soon as you reveal them, it takes about a day for them to reveal a secret, and if you don't stay there, they will become targeted by enemy hitmen. Or they can become targeted by enemy hitmen, which is dangerous for them, obviously. Let's have you head to Kovabarovsk. Alright, so you're done. Theremin now has some proficiencies, and that locks him out. Hideout candidate, I can actually move my hideout to Odessa if I ever needed to. I don't need to because nothing bad is happening at the moment, knock on wood. There's an actual upgrade later that lowers the number of false positives that you can get. Rattling some cages and making credible threats soon caused one of the lieutenants to spill the beans. Uglov was to be isolated on orders of a GRU operative named Snowcat. He's the one mentioned in the Yukon file. Do I have the Yukon file? I do. Okay. Who am I talking to? Snowcat. Good. We have a situation. One of our special purpose vessels has been intercepted by a British submarine, HMS Conqueror to be exact. Please, just get to the point. Right, you military types are all business and no chit-chat. It's simple. The cargo recovered by the submarine cannot end up on MI6 tech desk. It has sensitive parts, if you know what I mean. Look, Valhalla, we don't report to you. We won't sink British nuclear submarine as a courtesy to Olympians. But of course you will. After all, Red Acted is not paying you for being uncooperative, does it? Your money is no good this time. That's so. Well then, let me put it in simpler terms. Either the Conqueror disappears before it dies under the ice, or your mother will be deported from Switzerland, cancer or not. And I'll see to it personally that it's before the surgery, not after. So, I'll see what can be done. So who the hell is Olympians? So far, we've all been concentrating in Crossroads site. I don't know if they'll be moving them or not. Big Daddy is giddy like a little girl, and even brought down Vlad the Impaler from Plague Doctors to help with the procedure. Some of these repeat, which is kind of annoying, but ultimately it is what it is. Good Shepherd, Soviet Air Force commander, 14 years of experience, not the drinking problem. We don't care what any of this says. What we care are the code words. We're trying to draw a link between two code word and a real thing. Good Shepherd, Olympians, Mount Cobalt, Angry Line. A few reports that monoxides, Colorado Conmen, Navy Blue Ink. Okay. Plague Doctors maps to here. The Good Shepherd maps to here. Mount Cobalt, don't have that one. Angry Line, Olympians maps to this. So that's our connection. We just gotta find the other end of it. Angry Line, no. Okay. Anything new in space warfare? Nope. Okay. Hopefully these informants will reveal something. You don't have to keep agents on informants. Oh, nope, they're already fucking assassinating. Holy shit! That's okay. I get a bonus to interrupt ops. Oop, almost lost that one in Petropavlovsk. You always want to investigate false positive or leads as quickly as possible, because if it's an operation, as soon as it shows up on your map, it's counting down. So the later you get there, the less time you have to deal with it. Alright, so we got 2 new Space Warfare and 2 new Yukon file docs. Muscat. Half Dome. The Browns, Provocateur, and Wolfgang. That doesn't fit anything here. Not all the intel you get is helpful. Not everything has a connection. And you're only trying to find out who Olympians is. You don't necessarily find out what all these other docs mean. And Freak on a Leash fucked us over, and Ion Storm are completely up our asses. I hear Monoxide is very displeased with the last batch as well. Angry Line. Angry Line is over there. Monoxides was here. Ion Storm connects here. And that's all I have for now. Okay. Still need more info. Let's have you go back to base. We need more people at home. Yeah, you have to take flight time into consideration when you're doing stuff too. It's very cool. Alright, new informer over here. Alright, so this op is going to be interrupted. Boom, there it is. And then he reveals a secret. Okay. Cleaner is a tactical support thing that basically gives you... have you come from Petropavlovsk, Khabarovsk. That basically reduces the penalty for killing civilians. I don't think I've ever killed a civilian yet, but I guarantee it would be possible, or necessary at some point. So I can no longer interrupt an op because it takes 16 hours, and they're less than 16 hours from finishing. So we're going to have to assault. But it can wait a second, because this guy is going to give us info first. Oh, shoot. I'm not building stuff at the workshop. Derp. I need... Oh, I need that, but I need this first. Develop upgrade. Come on. Boop. That's all? God damn it. Alright, fine, we'll assault. Okay. The weird thing about assault is that you can use anybody. Doesn't matter. Use anybody you want. Unless they're specifically doing something like forging, and even then probably, you can have anybody that you want on a mission. Problem is, I don't have any good pistols, so I can't silence anything. So, let's give you a pistol just in case. Do I want Indigo on this team? Yeah, it should be fine. Give you some lockpicks. Alright. You can't use support. Tactical recon has not been completed. So basically you have the option of doing a tactical recon of the objective before you launch an assault, which means you reveal the entire map and locations of things like camera controls and such, and also lets you wear disguises, which is cool. So the agent is here. So we're going to go here. I'm going to do this mission relatively quick. Normally I would search for all the intel and stuff, but I'm not in the mood. I'm trying to show you more stuff than... If possible. Immediately... Nope, that's a wall. Cool. If you don't recon an objective first, it's very difficult to avoid blundering into something. But this is not trespassing, so I'm okay with that. He's literally right through that door, is he? Hup, 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 hup. Shootist. Team player, league pitcher, throws grenades. Okay. Well. Smash. How's it going? Thunk.
Mission target incapacitated.
Copy, team.
Why am I suddenly not talking in Russian?
I'm on my way.
So we're just doing a quick in and out on this mission. There's some gear that we can grab in the same room, and we will. Do me a favor and pick that agent up. You do not need to extract an agent. All you need to do is kill or incapacitate them. You can then leave. And in fact, sometimes it's a better idea to do that because people seeing you carrying a body are liable to get a little upset. But
Who is that?
you also can't slide across desks, so I can't go out the way I came in, and I can't get through there because there's a camera. So we're gonna have to go this way. But also, if you are not carrying an agent, they will bleed out over time. Because apparently that tap on the head was super painful. So you have to carry them. And believe me, if there's 3 or 4 agents on a mission and the most you can field is 6 agents, you will totally be tying up 3 or half or 2/3 of your team carrying people around because the information they provide is so valuable. Badass in a nice suit. Badass in a nice suit. Alright, so evac is here. Now we just need to get out. Do, 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 do. Alright, so I'm going to actually have Indigo sit there while I make sure that the way is clear. Because God knows it wouldn't do to stumble onto a fucking civvy. Hi. Nobody? Okay. Let's get you staged, because we can't make it this turn. I don't necessarily like the character voice actors in this game, but you know, they get the job done. Do, 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 do. Hold on. Those missions are the best way to get in or to capture an enemy, which means that when they do show up, you want to take them out as much as possible. Interrogated the chief of the local militia. Bribing state militia is infraction enough, but the more evidence we have against them, the better. No secrets were revealed during this operation because I didn't get any captured or any info. But interrogated, eliminated, more intel. Propaganda due. Colorado conmen. Still missing intel on that one. You don't necessarily need to collect all of the intel in order to finish the game off, or finish the investigation file. Sometimes that is the way that it has to work, but on other occasions you can get all the information you need without it. Looks like we're still missing something. Snowcat, speaking of people that we're looking into. Alright. So that's that done. That was easy. Okay. More upgrades. More money. Another informer. Damn. Yes. Okay, so we have all the space warfare documents, so now we should be able to draw the proper connection. Which is one thing I wish they didn't do, but... From the Ministry, Tenement House of Dublin, Mercury 8, D Squadron, no, Mark of the Browns. Okay. The Browns is here, and Dublin is here. Mercury 8 goes over here. So, unless there's something that has Provocateur in it, this is a self-contained thing and has nothing to do with Belvedere. Tie knots, Belvedere, Citadel. Okay, yeah. So this is a self-contained thing. This is of no importance to us. It's not Vienna. It's not Dublin. It's Muscat. Belvedere, Citadel. So we know that Belvedere is down Muscat. Why is that important? Not necessarily is, but it's something that could be helpful later. A couple of new agent candidates. Cool. And we have all of the Yukon files, so that's also good. Beholder Initiative. Navy Blue Ink. Mount Cobalt. Oh, yeah, there it is. Doop, doop, doop. Olympians is Beholder Initiative. Another message from Patriot, whoever he or she is. This one, too, is stamped with the highest levels of clearance. It reads, "Congratulations. Gru has taken an interest in your actions with Chief Uglov. Means that you're on the right track. Relocate your team before Spetsnaz raids your premises and continue the investigations. Sincerely, Patriot." Okay. We're being watched by Gru spooks. They could lead us back to Snowcat. Well, let's get a tail on them, then. Vladivostok. Let's have you go from Murmansk. No, shit. That's Vorkuta. Just in case some douchebag shows up to try to assassinate. You've been ambushed by Beholder and operatives. In order to flee, you may need to fight your way out. Beholder is the company behind the big conspiracy. It's not terribly surprising you saw that in the intro. What their conspiracy is, that I haven't figured out, despite all the effort that I put into this game. Snowcat is a corrupt Gru agent colluding with foreign cooperation and accepting their bribes. Colluding with foreign corporation and accepting their bribes. He has gone to great lengths to remove us from the investigation, as his people are currently attacking our safe house. While we managed to evacuate most of the equipment and agents, we still need to extract the rear guard. Get out of there. Yes, sir. Who are you? Agent Mouthful? There's a name for you. So, the thing with the Sparrow is that firing it on full auto requires a move, an action point and a fire point. So, and it only fires on full auto. How's it going? But firing the VZ-61 only requires a fire point, so... Pop. Now, normally I would be trying to capture this guy, but he's actually more dangerous to me alive than dead right now. You have an AK, so that's good. Can't do full auto, but I can do burst! There's one evacuation zone. Great. All the way on the other side of the map. Lovely. The militia is probably going to be here too, so that's not good. Now remember, you never miss in this game. You only do minimum damage or maximum damage, so if somebody is shooting at me, I'm going to get hurt. The only exception to that is if you try to do a headshot on somebody. The only exception is single shots or headshots. where if they might as well. Headshots, the minimum damage can be 0, which means that you successfully dodged it. Yeah, I hope it did, because you died. There's no classified docs on this mission. So. Hello, my name is Kodiak. I am here to murder you. If the target is below a third health, instantly kill that character. Holy shit. That's awesome. do, 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 do. Just in case anybody decides to show up here. Ba, 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 na, na. Point men are only armed with pistols, which sounds like it's not that big a deal, but remember, headshots do a lot of damage. Ever occurred to you Patriot may just be a decoy to flush us out? Doesn't seem to make much sense. They had us on a platter with this raid. Maybe they're just lulling us into a false sense of security. Yeah, Soviet Russia, especially KGB and GRU, was rife with institutional paranoia to the point that oh, you're gonna die. Pop! To the point that the KGB was, in some cases, more concerned with what was happening to the KGB and the GRU instead of what was happening with the US. Or at least that's how the stories go. I'm not entirely sure if that's 100% accurate. But if you are at all interested in history, the spy games played in during the Cold War, not just between the superpowers, but around the world, are an amazing source of nonfiction storytelling. Ow! Tick? So, oh, he dodged. What a douchebag. Ow! Stop it. Overwatch can activate a number of times based on the gun, not the agent. So with the Scorpion, you can overwatch, I believe, 3 times. Some of them can overwatch up to 5. It's pretty crazy. Do I have a grenade? I do. Excellent. Do, do, do.
Мне кажется, что ты слишком придираешься.
Я столько прожил, что могу так подумать.
Woo! Alright, they're both dead, so that's good. And I know that these guys aren't overwatching, because you need a fire point to do that, and they both fired. So... So, I can miss this guy entirely because I don't have enough action points.
I got this.
Boop. Nice. Alright, but you... Okay. You could go up here. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Oh shit, there's 3 guys down there. Damn! That'll definitely kill you. That'll probably kill you, so... This could kill him. I'm gonna take it. There we go. These guys are still up and active, which sucks. Ow, bitch. Ow, bitch. Now, they only did 13 damage, not because I had awareness to dodge, but because I'm behind heavy cover. If I was not behind heavy cover, I could be in a lot of trouble. That is an agent. Oh, shit. Thought there was only one agent. The more agents you take out, the better off you will be, because it means that the enemy, Beholder Initiative essentially, has to replace them. And replacing agents takes time for them, but more importantly, means that they can't progress in objectives until you've until they've acquired new agents. That being said, sometimes it's a good idea to leave them alive, which is the interesting bits about this game. You fucker, how are you still behind cover? Damage bonus on injury means that the next time they attack, they're going to do more damage to whoever they attack. So, alright, so, I need you. Oh, right, I can't do that. Fuck! I used up all my grenades too early. I really want that agent to die. I have a first aid kit, but that's not really helpful at the moment. One and two. Not enough action points, but I can totally shoot you in the head and probably kill you no matter what. Can't kill you, so I'll definitely kill you. With my tiny little fucking spy pistol bullshit. You see how tiny that thing is?
I'm on the way.
Need to get you into cover so that the other dude can't hit you very well, and you can kill this guy. Everybody loves Scorpion, except that it's a piece of garbage. So Theremin is now going to take a full shot to the face, and that's going to suck, but he'll survive it. Barely, but he'll survive it. Jesus. That was actually kind of a mistake on my part. Obviously. So I think this agent is the last agent. Now I can't shoot the Sparrow because I need a fire point, or a move point for that. I could fire the pistol, but it's not going to hit. Unless I reduce their awareness, and it turns out that full auto does just that. Except that I just wasted it, because now I can't full auto because I moved. Fuck. But dodging does use awareness, so now... Wait. Can I? No, I can't. Well, whatever. Gonna die. I would love to have caught you, but you just had to make a mess of things. Well, that's bad news. Agents who lose all HP enter critical state. Stabilize the agent and carry them out of the mission area. Fucking police officer bullshit. Fucking excuse me. He has too much awareness.
Hurry up. They'll be here any
Also, I have... Doesn't say. Maybe it's just maybe it's because I'm on easy. They don't have a A bleed out timer. Do 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 do.
Never mind.
Pop. Does not end the turn. Move on. Ha 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 ha. Pop. Ha 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 ha. Might also be because they're in the mission area. Okay, reinforcements are arriving. Sometimes that's accompanied by a flashbang going off. Which is just a, hey, by the way, reinforcements are on the way. That's always the same. Pick up Theremin, please. You're gonna make it, buddy. Don't die on me yet, etc., etc. Let's get out of here. You know what, though? We took out 2 agents, so that actually... I'm going to call that a win, even if I didn't get a chance to extract them. Discovered Snowcat's highly illicit connections to foreign corporations. Snowcat is onto us. He put our hideout under surveillance. We'll wait for them to finish their job and follow them right back to their superior, except that that's not how that worked out. Wounded, wounded, wounded. Bad, bad, bad. This is all wrong. The Spetsnaz attack? This whole affair. We're nobodies. They shouldn't care about us. They're trying to cover up the retrieval of the cargo mentioned in Yukon's dossier. Yes, and they're using this chaos to cover their tracks. So now we have to move our location. Son of a bitch. Hospitalized. Theremin is badly wounded. Okay. Beholder initiative is close to finding out the location of our hideout. Unless we move operations to a new location, enemy raid is imminent. So you get the choice. You can go to Odessa for less, and your initial danger is higher, or you can go to Omsk for more, and your initial danger is lower. We'll go with Omsk because we can afford it. Pack up the shit. Move it on out. And every location is a little different, so there's always going to be it always loads a new map, which is pretty cool. All right. This is Snowcat's base of operations. We should put it under surveillance. Okay. All right. So, I've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes now. So that's, this is basically what the game is. You send agents around the world. You can see here that we've actually got a couple of additional places that we can go to now. More places open up as you uncover the extent of the conspiracy. But basically, you're trying to find out what the conspiracy is, what they want, trying to survive, which is also kind of important. And it's super interesting. And then sometimes this shit comes up. We suspect there's a double agent amongst our agents. Some of our intel has been compromised, most probably because Beholder Initiative Ops know we have them. Indigo is the suspect. Eliminate, run surveillance, see how the situation develops. Have an outside party track the agent's every move. Let's run surveillance and see how the situation develops. No, actually, let's pay. Danger increased by 50 because I hired an outside party. There's always a consequence to those. Yes. Anyway. So that is Phantom Doctrine. The CIA thing is pretty interesting too. I might go back and show you guys that. But if you want to see more of this video or of this game, let me know. I might restart just because I'm more familiar with the CIA version, and it's more interesting and connected to real life events, and I'm more familiar with the Western agencies than the Eastern agencies. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. Always stay in the shadows, trust no one, and keep that gun in its holster, because stop shooting people. What's wrong with you?